The Japanese island overrun by deadly snakes. Friends, there is a small island in Japan where snakes once became such a serious threat that human life there was in constant danger. These snakes were not only venomous but so deadly that the local residents lived in constant fear. Many people died after being bitten, and the government seemed helpless to solve the problem. To deal with this crisis, the Japanese government made a strange and shocking decision, one that surprised not just the islanders but the entire nation. They decided to release a large number of mongooses onto the island to fight the snakes. As you may know, the mongoose is the natural enemy of snakes. It's fast, strong, and has a high resistance to venom. So, on paper, this plan sounded promising. But as we'll see, this interference with nature's ecosystem led to disastrous consequences. The deadly snakes of Amami Ōshima. In the 1970s, people living on Amami Ōshima, a rural island in southern Japan, were being terrorized by a highly venomous snake called the Habu, specifically the Okinawa Habu. Its venom was so powerful that anyone bitten would die within minutes. The toxin attacked the blood, causing it to clot, instantly killing the victim almost immediately. The Habu snakes were large and aggressive, and medical aid was limited because the area was rural. In just 10 years, nearly 500 people lost their lives to snake bites. At first, the Japanese government developed an antidote for the venom, but storing it required refrigeration and electricity, which were not available in those remote areas. So, as the situation worsened, officials began looking for another solution. The mongoose experiment. In 1989, the government launched an ambitious ecological experiment. They introduced around 30,000 mongooses to the island, believing these quick and venom-resistant animals would hunt the snakes and restore balance. However, their plan completely backfired. The Habu snakes were nocturnal, active at night while mongooses hunt during the day. As a result, the two rarely encountered each other. The mongooses failed to control the snake population. Instead, the mongooses began hunting other small animals, particularly the Amami rabbit, a rare species found only on that island. As mongoose numbers exploded, reproducing rapidly, the Amami rabbit population started to collapse. Within a few years, mongooses themselves became an invasive problem, destroying the island's fragile ecosystem. The aftermath and cleanup. By the early 2000s, the Japanese government realized the gravity of their mistake. They launched a new campaign to remove the mongooses. Trained hunters and sniffer dogs were sent to capture them, and more than 20,000 traps were set across the island. Over the next 25 years, about 32,000 mongooses were captured and eradicated. Despite this success, the original snake problem remained, proving that human interference in nature can create more problems than it solves. Modern scientific efforts. Later, Japanese scientists began working on a modern antidote by analyzing the DNA and venom composition of the Habu snakes. Through genetic research, they identified around 60 genes involved in venom production. This research not only helped develop better antivenoms, but also provided insights that could aid treatments for diseases like cancer and heart conditions, a lesson in interfering with nature. The mongoose experiment is a classic example of how altering nature's balance can lead to unintended consequences. Japan's case wasn't unique. Many other countries have tried similar interventions with mixed results. For instance, China once faced severe desertification. To restore greenery, they introduced Rex hare rabbits from France into the desert regions. These rabbits dug burrows that helped aerate the soil, and their droppings spread plant seeds across the area. As a result, vegetation began to return, and about 85% of the previously barren land turned green again. Conclusion: nature has its own delicate balance. Whenever humans try to fix it without understanding the full consequences, the results can be devastating. Japan's mongoose experiment on Amami Ōshima stands as a reminder that even well-intentioned actions can disrupt entire ecosystems, and that true solutions often require patience, science, and respect for the natural world.